Well, hey, there you are. Sonia here. Welcome to Sonia's Sermonettes. Sometimes there are things that happen in our lives that are just unexplainable. It just comes to us sometimes out of the blue, unexpected, unaware that we're having an actual spiritual encounter with God and some of His little ones. Years ago, my daughter was ill and had to go to the ER. And as she was there, they took her into the examining room. It was nighttime. It was a pleasant evening. There was such a soft breeze outside, and it seemed to be so peaceful out there. But inside that building, there wasn't that peace in a lot of people's lives. And while I waited for my daughter to be examined and taken care of, I decided to step outside and just enjoy some fresh air and a quiet time of prayer for my daughter. I just sat down and just a quietness just came upon me. I just felt so settled and so calm, where most people would be traumatized that they were even at a hospital while one of their children was in the ER. God gave me a peace that was unexplainable. But the odd happening that took place while I was out there wasn't anyone else around. It seemed to be almost as time had stood still. And behind me was the tall building of the hospital where there was the rooms all lit up, different ones in the rooms of patients, various problems and illnesses. And all of a sudden, I heard a woman singing. Now I looked around, and there was no woman out there. And I thought, this has got to be something that the Lord is having me hear. And it was a beautiful voice, very clear, very clear. And the music was just heart-touching. It just touched my soul and my spirit. And I completely forgot about what was going on in that hospital and what was happening with my daughter, because after all, God had already given me a peace about it. But someone was reaching out to God in that hospital room. And I heard her singing this. Lord, you know me better than I know myself, and you are always there for me when I needed help. And times I stumbled, times I fell, you picked me up and dried my tears, gave me hope, took all my fears. You are such an awesome God. And I felt that dear soul, that somehow God had allowed me to channel into that dear soul's prayer or song. She possibly could have been in that room singing. I felt it was really an individual in there. And yet, for some reason, strange happenings do happen when you seek God and you get quiet, don't they? Sometimes the Lord will speak to us through the written word, or through ministries, or through songs, or just someone coming along and giving us a comforting word. This was a spiritual happening, and I began to pray for that dear soul. Forgot about what we needed, God let me see there are times that though we feel we're going through crisis ourselves, there are other dear souls that are reaching out to God and just giving them praise and worship. Wasn't in there going on about, I don't know, God, why this happened to me. I don't know what you're letting me go through this valley for. They were just singing their personal relationship with God. And times you feel you're going through hardships. But always remember, God is always very close by your side. He said He would never leave you or forsake you. That's wonderful to know. And I've never forgotten that song. I wrote some more words to it to add to it, and I haven't done anything with it, but it just came to my mind just in the last few days of that precious song that I heard some dear soul singing to the Lord and had me forget about any problems I may have been facing and to reach out and to say a prayer for that dear lady. I'm glad you stopped in, and I look forward to the next time, the next story time I may share with you. And so, until next time,